Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep this kind of relatively short, but I'm the broke operator, and today we're gonna review a piece of kit right quick I kind of bought a little bit ago. This is called the Enhanced Load Bearing Vest 88. It is pretty effective, actually, as a load bearing vest, but kind of what it is intended to do, I'll show you, is basically to just replace the Alice suspenders and add Mad pouches to said suspenders, because it complies with the Alice LC2 belt and other assorted Alice belts. But right off the bat, we've got 2 pouches for frag grenades and other assorted goodies. We've got two mag pouches and then 2 single mag pouches. I'm not sure why they didn't just do like 4 2 mag pouches. That would have been a lot more simple. Also would have helped carry more volume of ammo, but it doesn't really matter that much. Practical aspects, it's extremely practical. This thing's really comfy to wear. I can tell you can carry a lot of it. Right now I'm running it with a canteen pouch, and then of course my airsoft pistol holster with of course the airsoft version in Minecraft in the pistol. Thoughts on that? You can transition to it pretty easily. It requires a little bit of practice of course, but it's not something that you can just slide into without any problems whatsoever. You're gonna have to practice with it, but that's a good thing anyway. It's just more incentive to actually train with your kit. Reloading from an M4 with this is pretty quick. The only problem I have with it, of course, this is the airsoft version in Minecraft of an M4 carbine, but the only problem I've really had with reloading so far is that using these pouches themselves as retention, so like, oh, bang bang, I'm out of airsoft ammunition, so now switch mags. You can kind of still do it decently fast, but if you want the best speed, I would use it with a dump pouch, because I'm kind of used to using the rig itself and whatnot for retention, because I'm used to using my chest rig that you guys have seen on the channel before. But it's a little more difficult with this, especially with some of the pouches being placed with how they are. Like, switch it from my right side to my left side. And you can kind of see, like, it's a little bit more difficult to put a mag in a pouch without using more than just one hand. Alright, so we'll see if I can get that out in time. And the nice thing about the mag pouches too, though, is these are kind of angled, like about like that, on both sides. So it's actually a lot easier to reload with them than you would think. I thought they would kind of slow down reload time, at least for left side of the body, but they actually don't slow it down at all. Alright, so reloading from the left side with my airsoft gun, of course. Alright, bang bang, last round. And this is where you can kind of see the problem, is doing this backwards on your left side, at least, it makes it a lot more difficult to get it in there correctly. But if you put time on it, it would make it a lot easier, of course. But if I'm being quite honest, there's always going to be that problem of doing this backwards with your hand. You can do it a little faster if you use kind of that technique, but just doing it free-handed, trying to get it in there. You can get it after a few tries, but I would recommend using a dump pouch with this rig, and that's kind of all there is about the practicality of this rig. There's not much else to say. Going to sidearm is decently easy. Alright, so bang bang, last round. So kind of depends on how you take it out of the holster, because having it higher up on your belt, of course, makes it a little bit more difficult to draw fast, but it's not that big of a problem. Like, just this holster in particular, you just pull down and then the flap comes off, so kind of have to do that, but really it's not that difficult. You just got to put practice in it. It was a little bit finicky with me at first, but it's not that bad. You've got to kind of pull it up from right here to get the best grip on it and pull it out fastest, but other than that, it's not bad. This is the M12 flap holster, by the way, that I have on here with my airsoft version of the Beretta. Of course, I have the Alice canteen pouch. Currently just has a canteen cup in it right now, just because I have my canteens put elsewhere at the moment. But practical aspects of it, that's about it. As for historical references and where this is being used, or where this was being used, I have honestly no real clue. It was kind of designed in 1988. I think it was put into service, like finally like put into some form or another of service in the 90s. I've only found like maybe 2 or 3 photos where guys are actually using this, and that's kind of about it. But from what I know, it was used in early global war on terror. It was used throughout the 90s in all of the operations there, which is why I'm wearing Desert Marpat with this, just because I found some in a military surplus shop and it works. But that's kind of about it. So overall thoughts on the piece of kit, again, it's pretty good. This is the enhanced load-bearing vest 88 again. It's a good piece of kit. Mostly it's just constructed out of this mesh, and shoulder pads on this are actually really thick, so it makes it extremely comfortable to wear. And other than that, there's not a lot I can think about it. You can use it with an Alice belt. I don't have it in my current configuration that I would prefer to have it in right now. I'm gonna add a 3 magazine Alice pouch to the front of it, and then that way I'm carrying more ammo as I see fit. At some point I'm probably going to add another canteen pouch and a butt pack to it, and then probably put a dump pouch of some kind, like maybe just a sustainment bag that would work in that place. But other than that, there's not a lot of other things I can say about it. In regards to putting a pistol on it, like I've done here just for the sake of the video, it works, but I'm not going to keep it on here for myself personally. I would prefer to have my pistol riding lower on myself, like on my actual belt, or possibly just somewhere that's not the middle of my waist, basically. It's just a little bit more difficult to get to fast. That's kind of about it. But that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Best way to support the channel if you want to is like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a good day.